The rain hammered against the small apartment. Windows his 34-year-old single dad. Aiden Cole jolted awake, his skull pounding with the dull, painful throb of a hangover he instantly regretted. The room spun slightly, the aftertaste of cheap whiskey still dragging along his tongue. He groaned and sat up, blinking at the empty whiskey bottle on the nightstand. It had been months since he drank. But last night crushed him. The stress, the loneliness, the anniversary of the night that ruined his family. He rubbed his face and forced his sore body out of bed. His first thought was for his son. Liam, he whispered, stumbling toward the child's room. He pushed the door open and sighed with relief. His 7-year-old boy slept curled under a superhero blanket, his small chest rising and falling peacefully. Aiden nodded to himself, steadying. I'm still here. I can still fix this. But then from the kitchen he heard it. Sounds. Soft clinking. Someone moving. He stiffened. His heart dropped. Someone was in his apartment. Not thinking clearly, he grabbed a metal flashlight from the hallway drawer and crept forward, each step slow and silent. The kitchen light was on, spilling warm white across the corridor floor. Aiden tightened his grip and turned the corner. His breath caught in his throat. A woman stood in his kitchen. She was stirring something on the stove, humming softly to herself as if she lived there. A long beige coat hung off the back of a chair. She looked early 30s, with dark hair tied loosely, sleeves rolled up, and an expression strangely gentle, as though she belonged in his life, though he had never seen her before. Aiden raised the flashlight like a weapon. Who are you? What are you doing in my house? The woman turned slowly, unfazed, almost relieved. Her voice was calm, warm, unsettlingly familiar. Good morning, Aiden. He froze. She knew his name. Don't move, he warned, stepping backward toward Liam's room. I'll call the cops. You can, she said softly. But I don't think you want to. Not once you know why I'm here. Something in her eyes made him hesitate. They weren't the eyes of a thief or a threat. They were filled with something much heavier. Regret. Pain. Hope. Aiden's voice cracked. How do you know my name? She inhaled shakily. Because you once knew mine. He stared. His brain sifted through memories he tried for years to bury. A face. A moment. A night that felt like a lifetime ago. I don't know you, he insisted. But she stepped closer, and the kitchen light revealed a small scar on her brow. He felt the air leave his lungs. That scar. He remembered because he caused it accidentally. When they were just teenagers. Years before life tore them into different worlds. His throat dried. Elara. Her eyes glistened. Hi, Aiden. He stumbled back against the counter. No, I haven't seen you since the night I disappeared, she finished quietly. He swallowed hard. That night had chased him for years. She had been his best friend. The one person who made his broken childhood feel whole. The girl who shared secrets with him in the dark. Until the night she simply vanished without a goodbye. Without an explanation. Everyone assumed she'd run away. Aiden blamed himself for not seeing the signs earlier. What are you doing here? He whispered, his voice shaking. Elara looked down as if steadying herself. I came to tell you something. Something I should have told you 7 years ago. Aiden froze. 7 years? That was the year Liam was born. The year his world collapsed. Elara! He backed up. Why now? Why after all these years? She didn't speak immediately. Instead, she pointed to the stove. Sit down, Aiden, please, you haven't eaten. You're not well. He almost laughed. You break into my home and cook breakfast? I didn't break in, she said softly. You left the door unlocked. Same habit you had at 19. His stomach nodded. He glanced toward Liam's room, wanting to protect him, wanting answers, wanting to scream. But something kept him rooted. The years had changed her. Yet she still felt like a missing piece of a puzzle he gave up trying to solve. He slowly sat down. She placed a plate in front of him, eggs, toast, the exact way he used to like it. He stared at it. Just tell me why you're here. Elara folded her hands. 7 years ago, I didn't run away. I was taken away. What? My mother remarried. To a man who hated the town, hated me, hated my connection to people he couldn't control. He forced us to leave overnight. I tried to come back. I tried to call, but he kept me isolated, locked down, watched for years. Aiden leaned forward, disbelief twisting inside him. Why didn't you escape? I did, her voice cracked. Last year. But by then, everything had changed. You had a baby, Aiden. You had Liam. His jaw clenched. And I learned something else, she whispered, her eyes trembling. Something your ex-wife didn't want you to know. Something she hid before she left you and disappeared. Aiden felt ice crawl through his chest. What are you talking about? Elara pulled a folded piece of paper from her coat pocket and slid it across the table. His hand shook as he picked it up. It was a DNA report. 2 names highlighted. His heart stopped. His breath died. Elara, what is this? She swallowed, tears filling her eyes. It's the truth. Liam is not her son. He's mine. The room spun violently. Aiden grabbed the table. No. What? What the hell are you saying? She covered her mouth as tears fell. Aiden, Liam is our son. He felt his soul collapse. Memories crashed over him. The night before she disappeared. The confessions. The emotions. Their kiss. The tears. The one night he never forgot. The one night he thought was a broken dream because she vanished the next morning. He couldn't breathe. You were pregnant? She nodded, sobbing. I didn't know until I was gone, and when I tried to return, your ex-wife, stopped me. She said you were better off without me, and when she left years later, she lied to you. Aiden, she told you the baby was yours with her. But Liam is ours. The air grew heavy, suffocating. Aiden shook his head, tears burning. Elara, you could have told me. You should have told me. She flinched, closing her eyes. I tried. For years I tried, but the day I escaped I came back here and found you married, holding a baby, smiling, happy. I didn't want to destroy your family. I didn't want to break your life again. He slammed his fist into the table. My family? She left me. She left me with a newborn and a lie that almost killed me. I know, she whispered, guilt pouring from her voice. But I didn't know that then. Aiden buried his face in his hands. God. Elara stepped closer, her voice trembling. Aiden, I'm not here to take him away. I'm not here to ruin anything. I just couldn't live another day without telling the truth. He looked up at her, eyes red. You're telling me my Liam is your son too? She nodded silently. At that moment, a small voice came from behind Aiden. Daddy? Aiden turned. Liam stood there in his pajamas, rubbing his sleepy eyes. He looked at Elara with innocent confusion. Aiden's heart cracked open. Elara covered her trembling lips. Liam's dark hair, his eyes, his smile, echoes of her. Aiden had always thought Liam looked less like him than expected. Liam blinked. Who's she? Aiden breathed out shakily. He stood, knelt beside his son and rested a gentle hand on the boy's shoulder. She's someone very important, buddy. His voice faltered. Someone Daddy used to care about very much. Elara knelt too, tears slipping down her face. Hi, Liam. The boy frowned thoughtfully. Do I know you? Elara shook her head. No, not yet. Liam hesitated before whispering. Are you crying? Elara nodded softly. A little. Liam stepped closer and handed her his small superhero toy. This always helps me when I'm sad. Elara broke, tears falling freely. She gently accepted it, pressing it to her chest. Aiden felt something shift inside him, a weight lifting, another settling. Liam looked between them. Daddy, is she family? Aiden's breath hitched. He looked at Elara. She looked at him. 1,000 memories and 1,000 broken years passed between their eyes. He whispered, yes, she is. For the first time in years, Elara smiled through tears, and Aiden felt something inside him steady for the first time in a decade. Not clarity, not forgiveness, but the beginning of something real, something that finally connected the missing years, the broken pieces, and the truth he never knew he needed. Aiden stood, exhaling a long, heavy breath. Elara, we have a lot to talk about. She nodded. I'm here. For as long as you'll have me. Liam tugged Aiden's hand. Can she stay for breakfast? Aiden looked at the stove, the plate, the moment he never expected his life to hold. He nodded softly. Yeah, buddy. She can stay. Elara wiped her eyes, smiling through everything. Liam climbed into his chair. Aiden sat beside him. Elara moved closer. For the first time in 7 years, the kitchen felt full. Not perfect, not healed, but alive. And somewhere deep inside, Aiden felt it. The start of a new story. One he never saw coming. One that began with a hangover and a woman in his kitchen. The woman who whispered the truth that froze him.